Yo, what is go, my fellow monsters and hunters of share? Godsend Killer here, and yeah, it's not so good in the Evolve hood. Now, I know some of you guys have probably already heard the news, but for you guys that didn't, um, yeah, Evolve Stage 2 is done. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering, like, what do you mean by done? Clearly, there's monsters that haven't got their passive yet. There's operations like Deepest Dark that haven't been added yet or fully complete. Evolve Stage 2 is not complete. There's still maps missing. What's going on? Well, according to 2K Studios, the game is fully complete and updates for the game will now cease. So, any characters, maps, annotations, updates that you were waiting for are no longer going to happen because Turbox Studios, or excuse me, 2K Studios, I don't want to get it twisted there, says that the game is now done. So let me translate to you, to you guys. They decided to pull the plug on the game. I guess 2K Studios doesn't see it worth it anymore, because let's keep it real here for a second. As much as we like to think that gaming developers and publishers, in this case mostly the publishers' fault, as much as we like to think that, oh, they just do this for the love of gaming, no, they do it for money. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real here. They do it for money, and chances are they probably didn't see it being worth it anymore supporting, because obviously updating the game costs money. That stuff is not free. You know, they had to keep putting money into these updates and whatnot, and that's one of the reasons why this Evolve Stage 2 wasn't on consoles, because they would have to put even more money to make these updates, you know, come out for both consoles and getting it approved by Sony and Microsoft and whatnot. So that's why for the longest time it was just only available in to PC, because PC, I think of course, is the cheapest route, just doing it by itself. But even then, the player base kind of died down, and I guess I'm assuming anyway, you know, that 2K Studios just didn't see it worth it. And you know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, hearing that news made me feel a certain type of way. I actually heard this news when I was live streaming, when Lord Bobsicle blessed us with his appearance. You know, some of you guys were actually there on my live stream on the 25th of October, and you know, I seen people talking about it, and I was busy just trying to figure out this new Bob and trying to invite people into games. And when I was seeing people talking about this in the chat, I didn't think it was real at first. Honestly, I did not think it was real. I thought it was lying, but I didn't know if I missed a joke somewhere. I don't know, somebody was just joking around, and I just, you know, butted in way too late. But when I had a subscriber send me the link to the statement that was made by both Turtle Rock Studios and 2K, it made me feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? It made me feel sad, and I know that some people are going to probably say that, oh, that sounds lame, you getting, you know, emotionally invested in the game and whatnot. But let me tell you something. If you put as many hours into the game as much as I have, I put over 1,000, a few hundred hours into Evolve. You know, of course, most of those hours are mostly legacy, but I put so many hours into this game, and when you put that many hours, you do get invested, because obviously you must care about the game if you play it for that long. Not unless you're just some form of, like, you know, somebody that likes a lot of self-hurt and you just play a game you don't like just because there's nothing else to play. But no, that wasn't the case for me. Evolve was just a game that I really enjoyed when these Battlefield games were coming out. I think it was Battlefield Hardline when Evolve was still somewhat new. I think Black Ops 3 and all these other games, Destiny, that were coming out with expansion packs and all that. I still just stuck with Evolve because Evolve was good enough for me multiplayer wise. That's not to say that I didn't play different games, obviously, but I always kept coming back to good old sweet Evolve. And you know, to hear the news that the game is pretty much done, it sucks, man. Honestly, it really does, because with Stage 2, when the game went free to play, I was all for it. I'm like, this means that this game is going to catch a second win. We're going to get a big player base, and Evolve is going to be it's going to stay alive. We're going to get new original hunters and monsters. Even with Evolve Stage 2, the beta form having a low player count and the player base dying down, I figured, you know what, maybe when the game came out of beta mode, it would have a little bit more players, and the console community will probably thrive because the game would be complete at that point as far as the updates and whatnot. And we were going to be able to keep this game alive, but to hear it just out of nowhere, it feels wrong. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know if Turtle Rock Studios knew about this or how long they knew about this. I figured they must have. There's no way this just kind of came out of left field. I mean, if it did, then I apologize for the statement, but it feels kind of wrong for us guys that have been supporting Evolve for so long. It just feels like, man, maybe they should have just told us something, Like, why leave us hanging in the dark like this when you may have knew? If they didn't know, then again, I apologize. I'm only human. I make mistakes too. But it just kind of feels like, man, somebody should have told us something, especially those that have been buying golden keys in hopes to support Evolve and, try to get more content and more money in their pocket. Because obviously, Turtle Rock Studios, they're gamers. They like the game, but they also have to feed their families. They have to put money, or I was gonna say money, but food on the table for their families and whatnot, or just to survive for themselves. So we had a lot of people supporting this game, and just to figure out, well, you know what, all this content that you thought you were gonna be getting, you're no longer gonna get. And it's just, again, you probably heard it here in my voice, but I just, man, honestly, it just sucks. I don't even know how to really describe it. I know, like, when I got done live streaming, because I didn't want to show it on stream. I wanted to be, still kind of, happy on stream and not so depressed. But, again, it made me feel a certain type of way. It just, a game that you like so much, you just hear that the plug is being pulled. Now, let me be clear about that. When I say pull the plug, I don't mean that you won't be able to play the game. The servers will still be up, so you still can play the game. But, with the support being officially done for the game, the game is only going to last for so long. As much as we like to think that Evolve is going to be here for other 4 to 5 years, chances are the game is going to die. It sucks even hearing myself say that, but chances are the game is gonna die. And also, I may add that they did say that it's not impossible for this game to come out on consoles still, but chances are, guys, it's not likely. I don't want to try to get your hopes up. I'm not gonna say never. I'm not gonna be one of those guys, because they could do it. But again, it's one of those things where it's like, the way how things are going, it just seems very, very unlikely. And so let me say this. Turtle Rock Studios, I don't know if any one of your developers are watching this. I am a small YouTuber after all. But I just wanted to thank you guys. For this awesome game that you guys gave us. It's been one hell of a ride. It's been crazy. And yes, Evolve has never been a perfect game, but it's always has been a fun one. And so I definitely want to thank you guys for that. And I wish you luck. God bless you on your future endeavors. And for you guys that are watching this channel, I know some of you guys are probably wondering at this point, what does this mean for Evolve on this channel? I still like Evolve, and so you're still going to see gameplay videos, but I might have to start mixing it up a little bit, because I've always liked uploading video game content. If you've been subscribed before Evolve, you know that I posted up other games like Battlefield, Medal of Honor, hell, even Call of Duty back in when it was still actually good. No shade towards Call of Duty, but I don't really like the newer ones. But I'm still gonna be posting up Evolve, but I might just have to mix it up a bit, guys, because there's just nothing to look forward to with Evolve anymore. You guys know I've been supporting it for a long time and been trying to keep up with like latest updates and whatnot, but what can I even say, guys? And so if you were only here solely for Evolve and that bothers you that I might be posting up other game content, it's been one hell of a ride, and I did appreciate the support. If you decide to leave, of course, again, I'm still want to make it clear that I'm still going to be posting up Evolve content, but I might just be mixing it up a bit, because obviously the game plug has been pulled. And so for all you guys that have been supporting me, I definitely appreciate it, because it's I know I've been saying it a few times already, but it has been one hell of a ride. It's been pretty crazy, and Evolve has did so much for this channel. That's one thing I cannot deny is that Evolve has did so much for this channel. We gained a few thousand subscribers because of Evolve, which is amazing because Evolve was considered an unlikable game and a dead one from the general masses. So I guess we kind of, I wouldn't say proved them wrong, but you know, we showed them, man. We definitely showed them. So hopefully you guys are, you know, stay around the channel. More Evolve to come in other games too. And thank you for the support. You sexy monsters and hunters, take it easy. Laters.